I'm shocked there. I can't believe it. You can literally own it over a period of time. That ain't happening in the US. Not even a millionaire.
But I wasn't wrong up in my But I wasn't.
Hi guys, it's your Island Girl and I'm back with another one for you. And today we're checking out 6 lies America told me about Europe. Life in the UK. Now I'm getting this one from International Carl. This is his take because he used to live in the US and now he's living in the UK. The original link for this video will be in the description below. Okay, guys? So we're going to hear what Carl has to say pertaining to the 6 lies he was told in the US about Europe. All right? So if you're new to my channel and it's the first time here, come on in, right back, relax. All right? So I'm a regular schmegler, day one, sweetie pie, sweetie poos. Come on in, right back. Put a smile on your face. All right? Let's hear what Carl have to say about this one. Here we go now.
Hey everybody, welcome back. International Carl doing another video for you. If this is your first time to my channel, please right now stop and hit the like button. Consider subscribing, and as always, hit me in the comment section because those that have subscribed to my channel know that I'm always active in the comment section.
Okay.
Now, this video, we're going to talk about a couple lies that the United States pushes into us as Americans growing up. And let's talk about it right now. Let's get to it right now. Lie number 1.
Okay.
This one is a funny one to me because in the United States, it's always, I don't care if you're a Democrat, I don't care if you're Republican, I don't care if you're independent, I don't care where you're at on the political spectrum. You're always going to have a politician telling you that
they hate our freedoms, our freedom of religion, our freedom of speech, our freedom to vote and assemble and disagree with each other.
That's right. They hate us for our freedoms. Can you believe?
I ain't gonna lie. I've heard that. I've been living here, 17 years now, and I've heard it. I've heard it so many times.
That. As if nowhere else in the world has any freedoms. Like Europe. You know, in Europe, they act like if you come to Europe, there's just no freedoms. What freedoms do I not have here in Europe? You know, as these are Western democracies with Western values and culture that has been exported to the United States. And it's become its own thing. I'm not saying one is better than the other, but freedoms exist here. I'm still scratching my head. What freedom do you have in America that I don't have here? Let's talk about freedom of speech, for example. In America, you have freedom of speech. In the UK, for example, you don't have freedom of speech. What you do have is freedom of expression. Slight different tweak, but let's give you an example. In America, you can be as racist as you want to somebody. You can walk up to me, walk up to any black person and say the N-word all day long if you want. All day long if you want.
True.
Where in the UK, you really couldn't do that because at some point you will cross a fine line of inciting racial hatred. So if you define your freedoms based on your ability to call somebody an N-word or call some Asian American some type of offensive word, by all means, you can have that freedom. I don't need that freedom.
He is so correct. I'm on board with him on that one. This is what we preach. Freedom, 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 freedom. That's what they preach. Ain't gonna lie. But I've experienced it. I've been called the N-word millions of times. Why would you say it? This is my point. Why would you say it? Why would you want to be mean? What's the point in saying it? Oh, okay, you're free. Is it something that you really want to say? Or should you say? You understand? Certain way that you class because a person look different from you? Yes, we're different. Okay, we all bleed the same in my eyes. We all go to the bathroom the same way in my eyes. So, what's your point? Why be nasty? Why be rude? It don't make no sense to me. That's how I see it.
Freedom, I don't need that freedom.
Right.
But other people in America talk about it like freedom for guns. Ooh, guns, guns, guns. They want to take
That's
your
another
guns.
one.
Well, let's see. Here in the UK, can you have
Yeah.
guns? Yes. Can you have a rifle? Yes. Can you have a handgun? Yes. What does the Second Amendment say in the United States? It's highly regulated. So what is it here in the UK? Guess what? It's highly regulated. There's lots of regulations around what type of gun, where you have to store that gun, where you have to keep the ammunition, what do you have to do for the maintenance of that gun. Highly regulated. So you still have the freedom to have a gun. So if you define your freedoms as being able to have as many guns as you want in America, okay, fine, no argument. But I think that's a lie that they sell, that nobody here has any guns. Not true. Number 2.
Here we go again. Yeah, I don't believe in that one. Regulation. There should be regulations. I 100% agree with him. Regulations. But here, oh no, I need the freedom. It's messed up. It is so messed up that, oh, I have the freedom to bear arms as much as I want to. Because there's not much regulations. You see how many school shootings? It is crazy to stop and think about the amount of gun violence here in the US. If there were regulations, so many things that are happening, so many lives that have been lost wouldn't have been lost. So, yeah, I'll take UK's regulation any day. Any day. Let's continue.
Social housing is a bad thing. It's something that you're supposed to segregate from the rest of the population. So, for example, in America, especially in LA where I'm from, or Southern California where I'm from, social housing, Section 8. Well, that's usually in a separate side of the city, not being seen. I don't even know where it's at, because where I grew up was nothing but beautiful homes, single family homes, no social housing. Where here in the UK, just in Europe in general, it's all sprinkled around you. For example, here.
Gotta pause right there. He's spot on with that. So much, it's a stigma with that. A lot of people turn it down because of how they will be looked upon. Not only the embarrassment that they feel because you're put in a certain category and you don't want it. And for those who have it, they abuse it. It is sad, man. So sad.
In Europe in general, it's all sprinkled around you. For example, here in the UK, I live in a beautiful big house, beautiful executive style estate. I have a nice car, but guess what? On this estate and on several new estates, they all have social housing, and they do things that are different in the United States, or that they do here in the UK, that they wouldn't do or they don't do in the United States. You could be on social housing, but guess what? You can partially own that house. So that way you can be on the track. So you can buy 10% of the home, 20% of the home, 50% of the home, and try to get all the way up to 100% of the home like me or you do. So that's a different strategy that they do, so that social housing is good for everybody, because that way the kids get to interact with all people from all social and religious, economic backgrounds. And you as an adult get to work and meet and mingle with people from all different backgrounds. I think the neighborhoods are better for it. They're safer for it. Less crime, because guess what? If you're in an executive style estate, well, guess what? You want to keep your home value high. You want to keep it nice and looking new. And that's going to put pressure on the social housing to also keep their house nice, keep the estate looking nice and new and fresh. So I think that's a myth, and I think that's something that should be revisited in the United States.
Agreed. 100%. It should be revisited here. But I'm not going to lie. I'm shocked. I can't believe that he just said it's sprinkled around in the beautiful high, amazing neighborhoods, but you can own it? Are you serious? That's a shocker right there. I can't believe it. You can literally own it over a period of time. That ain't happening in the US. Not even a millionaire. That ain't happening. That is amazing. Wow. That's a shocker right there. Ain't nobody owning no section. Then not in a millionaire will you get the opportunity to own that house. No, ain't happening. Even if it's in a dilapidated area, you're not getting that opportunity. Now, good on you, UK. That's amazing.
3. In America, they teach you this, that somehow being a hard worker means coming in early, staying late, never taking a vacation, and definitely don't call in sick.
True?
That is like the biggest mistake you could ever make, faux pas you can make. I'll give you an example. When I was working for a large airframe manufacturer in the United States, I remember a friend of mine, we wanted to take 2 weeks off and go do something. Our managers looked at us like we were crazy because we wanted to have the audacity to take 2 weeks off.
Yep.
And mind you, we didn't take any days off prior to that. We just wanted to take 2 weeks off in a year so we could go do something. They were like, no, reject it, slim that down to a week. And I'm thinking, isn't that my time off to relax, to recharge my battery so I can come back to work? No.
Yep.
Now, I think minds and hearts have changed a little bit in the United States back from when I started working, back in the early 2000s, or mid 2000s, I should say. But that was a faux pas. Well, here in the United Kingdom and here in Europe, for example, it's encouraged to take time off. You get 20, 25 plus days off in mostly all European countries. I think by law in the European Union, you have to have 20 days off. So it's encouraged to take time off because either you use it or you lose it. And for example, I think Sweden, if I can find the article, it's on the screen now. But if not, Sweden is actually doing a trial where they're reducing the work hours to 6 hours to see if it increases productivity.
Baby, that ain't happening here. You better not call in sick. It hasn't changed. It hasn't changed. You gotta work like a horse, going and going and going like a Duracell battery. If you're sick, you better turn up. You want vacation time, you have to be begging for it. And even when you beg for it, it's not a guarantee that you'll get it. And guess what? You're sick, you ain't getting paid for them days that you got sick and leave work. And you can be fired. This is madness. It's the land of the free, yes, the so-called land of the free, but you work like I said, non-stop. Ain't happening. That is sad. Sad.
Because employers are seeing that the employees are more rested and more focused when they come back to work. Number 4, America sells you this, that capitalism and consumerism go hand in glove. It's like this cycle. You have to work to buy, to work again to pay for what you buy, to buy some more stuff, to then work again and go down this continuous loop of working to live. And in Europe, one of the things that I find, I think is a beauty and a benefit of working and living in Europe is that there's more of a work-life balance. As I just talked about in point number 3, is that you have time off to actually do stuff. Wow. And you don't just have this endless working to consume. Don't get me wrong. We go on vacation, so we're consuming what I would call, we are consuming experiences, but we don't live to work, we work to live.
Wow.
And that is a benefit of living in Europe, and I think that is great. And I think the US sells a lie to its people by telling them that you have to work hard to then buy stuff.
Yeah.
And never do anything. Number 5.
Before he gets into number 5, he is so right on that. 100%. And I love it, what he said. You gotta work to buy. You gotta work to everything that sell this notion. You gotta work. You gotta work so hard. And if you don't work hard, you cannot achieve anything. And if you don't work hard, you cannot buy the best of the best. And if you and it's just you don't have no time for you. And a lot of people that I realize here, they work so much and they never get to enjoy because they prioritize work over everything, over family, over friendship, over their own self. And it's sad. And America do sell that. I'm moving. I know I'm going to move. It's going to take me some time, but I will move. I'm moving. Yeah.
5, which kind of ties into the first one I said, but it really is on the Republican right side in America. They always preach, especially during the Obamacare era, 2012, was all about these death panels. They literally produced a video where they were throwing grandma off a cliff because of social medicine.
Make no mistake about it, President Obama and the Democrats who supported Obamacare began throwing seniors off the cliff back.
The evils of social medicine, that you were going to have death panels if you got sick. I mean, how ridiculous of a lie that is. I mean, it's a bold-faced lie. I've lived here 11, 12 years. I have yet to ever see a death panel. I have known some older people. I know some younger people. I know myself. You can walk into any hospital in any country in Europe and there's not a single death penalty. What do you expect them to say? Oh, sorry, you had a heart attack last year, Mr. Carl, but since you had one last year, we're not going to treat you for this heart attack because the panel has refused your care. On a side note, you kind of already have that in America. You just have it through the insurance companies because guess what they do? Decide not to cover you. They say, it's a pre-existing condition. I don't think you can do that anymore, but they'll say that, or they'll find a way to deny coverage. They'll make it so high to cost to do it that you have to do it out of pocket. And guess what? Now you're bankrupt. So that loops right back to number 1.
He's spot on. Spot on. And I don't understand why people so stupid. This hang on to this notion that socialize healthcare or medicine is wrong. People, come on. It is. I don't get it. I can't wrap my mind around how people think. Why? Why on God's earth would you not want to go somewhere where you can go to the doctor without? And that's why so many Americans go in debt. Stay home and don't even go to the hospital when they're hurting. So many of them die because guess what? They're worried about the bill that is going to come their way. But yet still there's a way to stop all of that. But no. Hey,
how are you free if you have to live with the pressure of going bankrupt and not being able to pay your bills? Because guess what? You have the audacity to break your hip, get sick. I don't know. You pick it. So those are the 5 things that I think that the United States lies or misleads its people on purpose to further whatever big business or whatever political agenda that they have to the people. I'm going to leave you with a bonus one, which is kind of strange if you look at it. Because number 6 is this. In America, every day, all students around the nation get up every morning and say the Pledge of Allegiance. You pledge yourself and align yourself to the United States flag and to the republic for which it stands. Now, that's not something that's common in Europe. In many Western countries, I don't know of any other Western country that makes its kids get up every morning. I do know of one. Back in 1938, 1942-ish time, those kids used to get up and actually pledge allegiance to their flag and to their Führer.
Oh,
But
okay.
I don't know if that's something we should necessarily be doing. Don't get me wrong, I love my country. I'm very patriotic about it. I love the 4th of July for all its. My country is never perfect, but I think it can get better. But that's mine. Hit me in the comments. Tell me what you think. And like always, click here to subscribe to the channel and click right here.
I'm going to agree with him. Sorry. Sorry, but not sorry. Because he is right. These are 6 lies that are, yeah. I'm sorry. 6, they're lies. They're so, there's, this is crazy that he would explain it that way. You understand? So when you stop to think about it though, the comparison between the two, it just looks so much better on the UK side, which it is. Don't get me wrong. America has its props and its, you understand, but there are many things that need to be revisited. See, the last one, his bonus one, number 6. Yeah, every morning, my kids go to school. I hear it going over the loudspeaker. After I drop them off, sometimes I just hang around a little bit after the bell goes off, and you can hear it. But guess what? They take prior out of school. I'm not laughing because I want to laugh. It's just sad. It is sad. From healthcare to social housing, from it's yeah. Yeah. It's an island girl. This one was a hefty one. Love you guys. Don't forget to go and check out International Call. The original video will be in the description below, because I appreciate how he explains everything, and I agree with what he said. Sorry, not sorry, but I agree with what he said. And I've been living here for, like I said, 17 years now. So yeah. Um, Let me know in the comment section what you all think. Go in the comment section and let me know your thoughts. Slap the like button out of this video. Right back, relax, and continue to hang out with the island girl. If you like what you see, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If not, keep watching some more videos and maybe you like what you see. You know what? Or you can check out my other channels. Don't forget to do what? Relax. Put a smile on your face and then continue to enjoy life. Love you guys, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.